Now, 2 a.m. this morning, the clocks went forward an hour to signal the beginning of daylight saving time.
Yeah, well, as well as being considered the bad one, because we lose an hour of sleep, but that's unless you work a night shift, of course, in which case it's the good one.
Yeah.
There are concerns the time change could have negative health implications because it disrupts our circadian rhythm, our sleep cycle.
Yes, very good.
Oh, thank you.
So what exactly is the impact of turning back the clocks on our health? Well, here to answer those questions is fitness and exercise guru and our friend Josh Salzmann. Really good to have you in the studio.
Top of the morning to you, both.
Top of the morning.
Yes, we were just busy telling everyone earlier on you're 66.
Yes, almost 67.
And
which
doesn't
is,
look it, does he?
You see, which is good because it makes you a prime example, you see, of how to look fabulous when you're older. And
Well, thank you very much. It's the eye drops this morning, the eye whiteners. How do you guys manage your sleep, given the fact that you've lost an hour and you're up early anyways?
to be fair, I made a point of going to bed earlier.
Okay. And early being, what, 8 o'clock?
Yeah, it was something like that, yeah.
Yes.
I went to bed at 8:30, Josh, so
8:30,
I'm in the good books, I think. But I am feeling on the back foot this morning.
Yes.
So I was going to ask you, is this...
Oh, hold on a minute. Josh, there is an issue with your mic. So what we're going to do is grab... Jamie's going to come in. Jamie, come in, sort out your mic. In the meantime, whilst we sort that out, because we want to hear exactly what Josh has to say, do want to know how you have got on. If you're waking up now thinking it's approaching 6 o'clock, even if it still makes you an early bird, how are you... how does it feel when you suddenly think, blooming egg, I've got it wrong. I've missed an hour already.
And does it throw you off kilter? I mean, we were speaking yesterday to newspaper reviewer Emma Wolf, and do you remember she was saying that even her 2-year-old son, so she feels it for a week, it completely throws him off course. So it's very interesting. Are we good now, or are we still going on?
No, we're not. We're still... Here, Jamie. Come on. Just get yourself on camera. Stop hiding behind.
There we go.
Don't worry about it.
Live telly, at least you know it's live.
You see, this is the excitement of live. And we have lovely floor managers, but they're all desperate. They have it built into their DNA that they cannot appear on camera.
No.
There's nothing wrong with it, actually.
We don't mind.
There you go. Can we hear you now, Josh?
Listen, now that I'm all wired up, because these wires are a little bit cold and they woke me up, actually. But, you know, having said all that, it's quite interesting that this is the time of year, especially on the Monday post when the clocks go forward, that there's a greater level of heart attacks, strokes, depression on the Monday, because people can't adjust to the time change.
But it's only an hour.
It's only an hour. Well, what happens is if people are on that borderline, it's the straw that breaks the camel's back. But I would suggest this, that over the years, I've seen the negative effects of sleep and I've seen the positive effects of sleep. Negative effects. Personally speaking, having 5 children in 7 years when I first got to this country, not myself, but my ex-wife, and then going through a divorce, and then working in the fitness business where you're working 16 hours a day, and every client is kind of you're getting out there and you're doing a tap dance, so to speak, so your adrenaline's up. I developed ulcerative colitis. Now, I'm fine now, but that was a direct result of lack of sleep and the rise of cortisol, which is good if you need to, run or you need to fight, but it's not good if you're constantly under that kind of stress. On the positive side of stuff, I've seen clients that have had trouble making fitness changes and losing weight, but when they've gotten more sleep, they've actually seen a great result in their weight loss. For instance, there was a well-known person in this country who I went to Verbier with for 2 months, and her modus operandi was to lose 40 pounds in 2 months, which is about, almost 3 stone.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the first month, it was only 10 pounds because there wasn't enough sleep, and the second month, it was 30 pounds. So same exercise program, same nutrition, but just more sleep. So sleep can't be, underestimated how it can play positive and negative effects in our lives.
So what are your tips then for people who are watching and listening today? Perhaps they're feeling really off kilter and they're joining us very early this morning because they haven't been able to sleep. They do feel disrupted. What are your top tips to feel back in action today?
Well, I would say this. First of all, hydrate.
Okay.
Plenty of water. 2, I wouldn't overeat. That's the other thing. And 3, I wouldn't overexercise. So if you're into this kind of thing where you're trying to torture yourself, get up in the morning and really push yourself, go for a gentler form of exercise. Yoga, walking, get yourself back into the outdoors, because being outdoors, even on a day like today, you will get some vitamin D, and that'll help your melatonin, and that'll increase your serotonin. So melatonin, the sleep hormone, and serotonin, the mood hormone. So these are really important for, you know, gently getting back into this zone. And the other thing is, try to get more sleep. And by trying to get more sleep, try to stay off your phone at night or the last 40 minutes before you go to bed, or your computer, because that does cause sleep variations. You know, stop drinking so much alcohol or cut it out, and watch your sugar intake in the evening, because that creates a spike in your blood throughout the evening.
So little things we can do to get ourselves back on track. Josh, it's good to see you. I'm glad we got that mic sorted out.
Well, I'm glad we did too, and it helped me wake up. And you guys look very wide awake. So
Thank you, Josh.
We
Hair and
do.
makeup does help.
I collapse into a heap come midday.